Hello and welcome back to Strongwoman High's Life is a Mishmash. Today we have very special guest joining the show, Sophie Collins. Welcome.
Hello, you all right?
I'm all right, yeah. How are you?
Not bad. Glad it's sunny now, to be
I
fair.
know.
Not this
Absolutely.
stupid rain what we've been having.
Been awful, hasn't it? But so for people listening, we'll give them a heads up. This is the second time that we're filming this podcast because the first time the sound quality was just too bad. So we're going for it round two. So Sophie knows the score now. She knows the crack. So we'll do a brief elevator pitch for everybody who's listening to the podcast of who you are, what you're all about.
So I am a Inters Strongwoman. I have been doing it since February last year. Did my first comp last year in March and got the bug for it, and I'm counted it this time. I have entered into my 7th comp, which is in November.
Nice.
I started off as a first timer and then just jumped straight up into Inters last year in October. And my coach is the amazing Katie Smith.
Legend.
So I've been with her since November last year. So we're coming up to our 1-year anniversary.
Oh, nice. I love Katie. She's so cool. Did you see the video where she shaved her head the other day?
Yeah. Oh, I got a little bit emotional.
I know.
It
I
was
feel
just
like
so
I
moving.
did. Yeah.
But you know what? She's just, to say what she's going through, she's highlighting what she's going through, but in a positive side, to the positive, like taking the positives out of it. But she's so strong, like mentally and physically. Like she's just boss. Like
Yeah,
there's nothing else to
100%.
describe her.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I went to the women's. Is it the Giants Live on the most recent one? And they did like a little shout out to her, and I was just there like filling up. I'm a big softy really, but when anyone mentions it, I was just like, oh no, she should be here. But I just love that she's like the mum to everyone at a comp. But yeah,
Yeah.
she's just boss.
Yeah, she's just the best, isn't she? Once everything's calmed down, I want her on the pod. I want her to come on the pod, but I won't hammer her at the moment because she's got a lot of shit going on, and she, bless her. So at some point we'll get her on for sure because I think she'd be a great guest on the pod.
Oh, she'd be great, and she loves she's all for like the grassroots as well for the Strongwoman as well. She's all for that. Her and Rob are all for it. So I met her at a comp. To be fair, I met her at the Knoll comp last year. That was my second comp, and she was just like, I got chalk commands going up to do farmers, and she like looked at my hands, she went, "Come with me," dragged me back over to chalk. She went, "You need it in between your thumbs," and doing that like proper sort of like pointing me through it, which was nice because I must have looked like a nervous wreck. To be fair, I must have stood out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, no, she's a good egg. She's a good egg. Right. Well, let's get back on to you then. So, what's your like day job? What do you do day to day? How do you fit Strongwoman into your life?
So I've just recently got promoted. So I work for Howden's kitchen company. I was a kitchen designer, and I just got promoted to an assistant manager in the last couple of months. So yeah, I've worked with Howden's up to nearly 8 years now, but fitting it round work, I can like go after work. I go 3 times a week, but I'm also a mum. So to a beautiful little boy, little 3.5-year-old little Rowan, but he just adapts to it because myself and my partner Sam, we both do this same sport, and he he likes watching our videos because we show each other our videos what we've done, and he'll stand right in front of the video and go, "Strong, mummy," and then start like doing, and then start picking up things. He'll pick up, if we've got like a ball, he'll pick it up and shoulder it and say that it's a stone. Or we went to a park the other day and he'll lift up a log above his head, but balancing it is hard. It is hard, especially with him being a toddler. Sometimes, like when he's poorly as well, fitting that round the gym is really hard, especially when you catch what he's got. It's not
Yeah.
nice.
No.
No, but you just find a way to do it. I do it mainly for my mental health. If I
Mhm.
don't go, it does really affect me. Like the other week, I couldn't go because I caught what Rowan had, and it just knocked me. And I thought I might go, but my body was aching. I thought I need to listen to my body. And by the time
Yeah.
I got to the Saturday, Sunday, I was feeling so low, but I was like, I needed that break, and then went to the gym on the Tuesday. So fitting it all around is good. We've got it down to a T now, me and Sam, because they are long sessions, like
Yeah.
from start to finish. They are long, and now I'm in full on comp prep. It's like Sam's like, right, you need to go to the gym longer than me. Like, you need to go, like, certain days I'll go, right, I'm doing this day, this day, this day, and he'll fit it around me. But vice versa, if he's got comp and I haven't, I'll go, right, what day are you doing? And he'll go, right, this
Yeah.
day, this day. But yeah, it's good. Works great with it because they always ask me. It was like, oh, what have you lifted this week? I'm like, oh, well, I do this. But because we've got a warehouse attached, my warehouseman always comes in, and there's me, my manager who's male, and our new designer who's male, and they both have warehouse experience. He comes in and goes, Soph, I need you to help me lift some worktops. I'm like, right, okay. And I'm toddling out like, right,
Class. I
okay.
love it that you're the one they're asking as well. That must be such a power move when you're sat there like, yeah, I'm stronger than all of you.
Yeah. It's so funny because it's like, oh, do I have to? Because I'm like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm not ready for this. I'm not
Ask
had
the
any
boys.
protein shake or anything. Ask the lads. There was one time the warehouse man, I was in early, and the warehouse man turned up, and this person turned up and was like, I need some fire doors. I was like, oh no, right, okay. So I went round, and this guy said, oh, do you want me to grab one? So I passed him one. I grabbed one. He went, are you going to be all right with that? Yeah. I lifted it up and started toddling around
Of
with
course,
it.
mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about me. Sometimes I go, oh yeah, just grab it. Like, I can't pop it
Yeah,
down.
100%.
But yeah, I love it.
It's funny when you get to that point, isn't it? And you're like, I know I could do that, but actually, can't really be asked.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
I don't have
yeah.
anything to prove. Nah,
No,
Sam.
no. Especially if it's like a couple of days before comp, I go, right, I'm not lifting anything. I'm
Yeah,
not pulling anything. I'm not dropping anything on me. Like,
yeah. No,
no,
not
it's
worth the
funny.
risk now.
No, no, no. But yeah, it's I can't wait to take. Well, I've got a stepdaughter as well. She likes going to the gym, but I can't wait till I can take them both to a comp and watch me or Sam compete,
Yeah,
because that'll just make my day. He's too feral to go yet. So I know a lot of people do take the kids now who's his age, and like, I'll just take. No, he's too feral. He'll literally run up and try and pick up what everyone else is picking up. He's
yeah.
got no fear, my cat. You know.
Too intense yet, too intense. He needs to calm down a bit and then he can come. Yeah, that sounds like a
Yeah.
good plan.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Nice.
definitely.
Nice. Well, let's get into it then. So, what's been your strong woman high, Sophie?
So, well, it's the same as what we spoke about last time. So, it would be my self progression. I know a lot of people talk about like the PBs or comps, but mine is the full journey from starting Strongwoman to where I am now. So, it might sound a bit cheesy, but I don't care. But I'm I've suffered quite a lot with depression before I had Rowan. Um, and it was mainly diagnosed because of being bullied as a kid, and it sort of does stick with you till when you're in adult life. But I always tried to find something to do, so I did rugby for a bit. Ended up falling out of love with that, and then I had Rowan. And after December 2023, I was just so low. So I went to the doctors, and they said, "Look, you've got postnatal depression now." Like, I was like, oh, great. So I didn't want to go back on medication, like, because I did that
Yeah,
when I first got diagnosed with depression before Rowan. And I just, I just didn't want to use it. So I opened up to my partner Sam, and he was just in his first year of doing strongman, and he had a friend who was starting out PTing, and he said, "Why don't you go to the gym? Like, I'll set you up with my mate. Like, he's doing a PT course, blah blah blah." And I went, "Right, okay." So going to the gym, that's a big step because I was used to like pure gyms and that, and they're not the same as a strongman gym. And I went in, and I remember my first session, and I remember like he sat me down to ask me how it went on, and I just started feeling dizzy. I said, "Can I just come back to you?" And I just went to the toilet, threw up because that was the most cardio I'd done in like years. Come back, I was like, "Yeah, I really enjoyed it." Like, you know. And then he was like, "Oh," honestly, I remember that feeling because I was just dizzying around. And I come back, I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Like, gaslit myself. And then he went, "Well, there's a comp what the gym's actually running in April, March time." And I went, "All right, okay." He said, "I think that would be a good goal for you in order to keep coming back." So I spoke to Sam, and he was like, "Well, it is the first time a strongman comp. You know, why not? See how you feel." So I did a lot of training with it, did my first comp, got second, and I was like, "This is fun." So then I applied for NOL. I did NOL, got the final, and then I just kept going. And then I did the final. I was like, "Right, these weights are getting a bit easy now." So I thought, do I do novice? Because novice and first timers are very similar in weight. And I was like, I thought, fuck it, let's go do Inters.
Hell yeah.
Why not? So I did it, and I enjoyed it. I lifted it. I didn't zero or anything, so I was happy with that. So I was like, well, I'm Inters now. And then I moved over to Katie in November, like I said. But with mental health and everything, it's something what people need to, I feel like, need to talk about a lot more, because with doing Strongwoman, the community is just immense. Like, I think I hear it on your podcast all the time. Everyone mentions the community, but it's immense. Like, even like the men, like men and women, everyone, they're just so lovely. And everyone wants you to do well. If you're competing against them, you could be literally tying, and the person you're tying with is shouting at you, not like to do well. And you just grow that bond. But I feel like I've managed to keep under control of my mental health a lot better. It'll always be there, and it'll always, it's not something that will ever go. But because I've got the confidence now to speak up about it, and I'm not emotional about talking about it, people can sort of come up to me and talk to me. I've got no judgment. Like, I like listening to people, because that's all someone needs, someone to listen. No judgment, no one giving advice, just a listening ear. And that is a lot of the strong community. Is you don't need someone to blow smoke up your bum, because you know where you're at your own level, but they will help you. So with the progression, it is about how I've grown as a person, because well, thanks to the strong community and that, I feel like I'm a better mum as well, because I'm more engaged with Rowan. Like he does like lifting things and that, but I'm a lot fitter, and I'm wanting to do things with him because I'm not got my head up my ass. I want to do things. So it's one of those, I've bettered myself thanks to the sport, but I've become a better mum, which is something. And I just wanted to be a good role model to the kids, like to my stepdaughter and Rowan. I just love it if, like, when he gets to school and goes, instead of saying my daddy's stronger than your daddy, it'll be my mummy's stronger than your daddy. Like,
the ultimate flex for a kid.
My mum can outlift your dad. That'd be so funny. But it's I just feel like that's what I try and post on my social media is like, you know, I've had a bit like, you know, with the roughness or the like depression or it, I always try and make it aware that, you know, I'm nowhere near perfect. No one is, unfortunately. But
Mhm.
I like try and make it aware that it's okay to speak up and speak out.
Yeah.
And that's what I will when Rowan's growing up, because I do put it across to my stepdaughter, like, you can speak to me. I want that for my son as well.
Yeah.
But this sport's just mega. Like, if it's not for that, I reckon if it weren't for this sport, I probably would still be in the rut or just not wanting to be here right now, because that's where I was at the other year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's super impressive that though, and I love what you've said about like how it's the progression of you as a person from being like, because taking that first step in the gym anyway was such like a brave thing to do. Like even if people are struggling with mental health, just going to the gym is going to be beneficial. But then because you got into Strongwoman and you found that community aspect as well, like those two things together are making such a strong like stable area away from your depression, which is sort of like helping you get through it. And I love the thought of that, like that you've got the community aspect, but also like the health and fitness aspect of it too, to like tie together.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, there's people I've met at comps, which you probably get as well, where you meet them and you might not see them for ages, but they've followed you on socials and they message you, and we just check in with one another, and it's just nice because even though like they're like miles and miles away, they're like your biggest hype people. Like,
Yeah.
they're always there going, "Oh, well done for like doing this and that," and like, "Oh, you're, you know, it's just great." And you know, I never had that. I never had a big. Well, I don't really. I don't really have a big friendship circle, but I know I have people around me who I could reach out to if I
Yeah.
needed to. So
Yeah.
it is really good, but don't get me wrong, I love a good gym hype when everyone's like shouting and that. It's so good. It's so good. That's my
Absolutely.
favourite.
100%. And when you're in the gym and there's someone going for a big lift and everyone in the gym suddenly is like, ah, and then
Yeah.
everyone's like shouting and screaming. It's such a
Yeah.
good vibe in it. Like there's nothing quite
Oh,
like that.
Oh yeah, I love it. I was at the gym the other day and I just finished doing a deadlift, and someone was PTing and they were pulling a 215 deadlift, and all of a sudden, like, I just finished deadlifting and people started shouting and I just started shouting all of a sudden, but didn't know who I was shouting for. But I love a
Yeah.
good shout. I was like, "Come on, yes, yes!" Like, and then I really clocked it who it was. Like, but I love a good shout. I love a good shout, especially. It's funny, after a comp when I've been shouting at Sam, and then I come next day, I've got no voice.
Yeah.
Like, the I tell you what, the best person for shouting is my friend Caitlin. She comes to all my comps, and she came to my first comp what Katie was reffing, and it got to like, you can hear her above everyone. She's got the loudest voice ever, and like, I could. She's the only one I can hear. Like,
Yeah.
Sam's got a loud voice, but she's the only one that gets in my head. And then Katie turned around once and she went, "I'm taking you to my next comp because I need that kind of shouting." And she went, "I'll go anywhere, me." She loves a good shout, but my
Class.
God, she's just brilliant. But she just knows how to. She just projects her voice. I don't know how. She doesn't need a megaphone,
Yeah.
that girl. But she just felt like, she comes to all my comps. She messaged me the other day saying, "Am I still coming to your comp in November?" And I went, "Yeah." Like, I've not competed
Absolutely.
since April. Like, I need you
You
there.
have to, yeah.
Like,
You have to come.
but it's a big step because I'm doing the natural strongwoman one in the Inters, and
Oh
it's like a
yeah.
little big step. So I'm excited for it, and I'm like, "I need you to come." So you might meet her. To be fair, well, you'll
I
hear her.
will. Yeah. I'm gonna be there. I think I'm refing that comp, so I'm well excited
Yeah.
for that. It's gonna be mint.
You know what? I love that they're doing a novice and inters for the
I
natural
do.
strongwoman.
Yeah,
Strong
I
woman and
think it's
strong
really
man.
cool.
It's great. The events are good though. I'm
Yeah.
finally best friends with the Axel now, so I'm excited for that event. That and deadlift, but sandbag, I'll do it. Or I have to do it, but I'll do it. But I'll mourn after it. I'll just go for a nap after that steeplechase. I tell you.
Oh, sandbag steeplechase can get in the bin. It's another common theme in this podcast, me bitching and moaning about sandbag steeplechase. Fucking shit event. Bin. No one cares
No,
about it. Everyone hates it. Put
yeah.
it in the bin.
Well, it's free sandbags, but they're all the different shapes. So it's a bag, a normal bag, I'm happy with, but when I've got a sandball I have to carry, I'm like, and I'm 5 foot nothing, so I'm hoping it is about to my chest height, which
Yeah.
is near the floor, but it's like I'll just I've worked really hard. I've been in a long off season. I've worked a lot on my fitness, so I'm hoping I'll shine hopefully,
You
but
will.
I'll be all right. I like free events out of them. If the sandball in the last event's like a stone event, I'll just treat it like a stone, but with no tacky.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just running, picking up a bag and running back, and then it's a lot on your chest. When you've
Awful.
got boobs, it's not ideal. It's-
No, to be fair, no, it's not. And I'm totally with you on that. Sometimes they can be useful for certain stuff like log, great. Increase that rack
oh, you got a
position.
good rack.
Sound, yeah. But like holding something against your chest, not the best.
No. It's not like they can be an extra grip to hang around it, is it? Like it's just
Yeah, they're sort of pushing the bag away from you almost, aren't they? They're making it much harder than it needs to be. Yeah. No, I'm with you
yeah.
on that.
I'll
Yeah,
I'll I'll
terrible.
have give me any overhead event. I'll be like, that's mine. I love an
Yeah,
overhead. It just looks
yeah.
so cool. But yeah, sandbags. Everyone just loves a sandbag at the moment.
It's just sandbag heavy, isn't it? I think until the tacky thing gets sorted with stones, we're going to be stuck with sandbags for a long time to come. I don't mind some stuff. Like, I love a sandbag to shoulder. That's probably one of my favourite events,
Yeah,
to be fair. I like a sandbag to
yeah.
shoulder, but the sandbag steeplechase, I think it's just been done too many times now. Like, I'm bored of it now.
Yeah, it's not, to be fair with that. I think that one, it's literally you run, you throw it over. You don't have to go under and pick it up again. You just got to run back to get the other one. So it's not
Oh,
too
so it's
bad.
more of a load, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but they're all 80 kg. So and
Pretty heavy.
it's pretty heavy. But you know, I love a challenge. Why
Yeah.
not? Why
Be a
not?
good challenge. That's the thing, yeah. And then what would your aim to be next year? Is go into the natty pathway, maybe, or
I have entered. I
oh
have entered. I've entered the UKNS Open. I messaged Katie because the plan, we spoke about it after I realised, because I'm such a baby in this sport. I was like, there's a natural pathway. Like,
yeah,
what's this about? And I saw people who I competed with doing it. I was like, why is this? It weren't a secret. I just obviously weren't following,
yeah,
the crowd. And then I messaged Kate and said, well, what's this UKNS like? And we spoke about it on the phone. She said, right, let's do a off season for this. We'll do the November one, but we'll enter the Opens UKNS.
yeah,
I'm not a weight cat. I'm no one does me. Um, and I was like, yeah, all right. But what I love, what they've done is that they've brought out like Trump weights, and you can
yeah,
do whatever. So, well, not whatever, but like you can go in for what you feel comfortable. So it's not like a rep fest, or
yeah,
you can just go in and PB. My literal goal for UKNS is, if I podium, it'll be a miracle. But if I just go in and do myself proud and I walk away and go, I've done well,
yeah,
that's my goal. But I love that you being categorized in your category and then where you're at with everyone else. And I thought
yeah,
that's great. But like this comp I'm coming up to in November, I want a, not goal, but I'd love to podium. I'm not
yeah,
podium in Inters yet, but I'm going in. I'm wanting to hit a couple of PBs, special on Axel. I've got some numbers in my head I want to do, and I just want to be quick as with all this fitness, I better be quick on them deadlifts and not trip. If I trip over a bar, that is normal Sophie. But because I'm the most clumsiest person in the gym, I have this resting bitch face, and the next minute I'll just do something and I'll go, Sophie's done at it again. But if I don't trip over the deadlifts and I lift them all, I'll be happy. And farmers, I want to be one of the quickest in the farmers because I love farmers. But everything else, I just want to go in, do well, and I want to get into that natural pathway and see where I end up.
Nice.
So that's where I'm at with competitions. So, but like I just kept entering them last year, and I got reined in this year. So.
Yeah, that's the hard thing, isn't it? I think once you get into that, like you're starting international pathways, you've sort of got to pick and choose a little bit more. Like, because I'm bad for that. I've just been like, I'll just do everything. It'll be all right. What's the worst that can happen? And like, here I am, not competing in strongman at the moment, so that's the worst that can happen. So you just got to be a bit picky.
100%. Like I remember, like I was just entering, and then the last comp was Spartans. Fantastic comp, like it was run so well. I had a truck pulling that, and I loved that. I was like, I think I either won or come second. I still don't know, but I know I was in the top. I was the first one to complete the full 20 meters, though, so I'll take that. But I remember training for it and sandbag again, and I was at training at Bionic at the time, and Donna Moore and Rebecca Roberts brought a few like clients and that with them training there, and I was on the main track running, but they was using the platforms to the left, and I turned around to Donna and I went, "Am I alright to do my quick run while you're having the break?" She went, yeah. So I ran with the first bag, went to run back, but Rebecca didn't realise and she was walking across, and I literally sidestepped her because I went back into my rugby roots, sidestepped her, jumped on the platform, jumped back, and she went like shit. And I've got it on video, and I was like, oh my god, and I nearly tackled by accident Rebecca Roberts.
Like, that would have been funny though, that.
Like I'm 5'1", and obviously she's like really, really tall.
She's like
and
6'3", isn't she?
I was perfect hip height, really, like just to like go in, and I was a prop in rugby, so like
you were ready.
I was like, I went, oh shit, sidestepped her, and then all you could see on the camera was Donna and Becca like giggling with one and like with each other, and then I picked up the other bag. I was still zoned in. I ran back, put on the sled, pulled the sled back, and I went, oh, I'm really sorry. Like I'm out of breath, going, I'm really sorry. Like, I nearly took you out. I'm sorry. Like she went, no, it's fine. Donna said that you could go, and I didn't realise. I was like, oh, they're so lovely. But I thought, they've come to my gym, and I've nearly just tackled the world's strongest woman. Like,
at least you didn't though. At least you managed to sidestep her, because like if you had tackled her and taken her to the ground, I think that would be a different story. That wouldn't it? That'd be Patty's Strongwoman lows. I tackled Rebecca Roberts to the floor by accident.
Hey, it would have been if I had tackled her, then I would have leaped, wouldn't I? Really? Like, but yeah, she would have like got astro burn or something. Like, I was so embarrassed.
That, like. It's not the way to make friends, is it?
No. Like I said, I'm the most clumsiest person, but for me to sidestep that was quick thinking that, and I said, I was like, and the gym was busy, and I think like people who saw it coming went, no. It must have been like a slow-mo, like proper side steps. I've got it all on video, and it's brilliant. It's probably one of my other Strongwoman highs is that I managed to not tackle Rebecca Roberts and still be not banned from the gym.
Class.
Like, they come for a day pass, and next minute it gets taken out by a little midget.
Oh dear! Oh
my
hilarious. God, so good. Right, well let's move on then and ruin the good vibes then, and we'll go on to your Strongwoman lows, shall we?
So Strongwoman lows. So it would be when I did the Knoll final. I absolutely oven of a day. It felt like we just got put in an oven and started cooking. Like, you
Yeah.
must remember, like, it was so
It
hot.
was really hot.
It was literally, I'll paint a picture. It, like, for people who don't know, it was in a rugby field. The sun was just on you all day, and there was literally hardly any shade anywhere, just because of how it was a lovely day, but weren't for when you got to do a Conan's wheel and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But the last event, I was sitting third, and on the last event, it was stones, and I love stones. Um, and the last stone I had to do was an 80 kg stone, and I only did it once before, but not at the end of a run, just picking it up. And I got there, and I remembered like getting it to my knees, but I weren't sitting back with it. My tacky had all melted off. I'm sweating. I've got you shouting at me, telling me to come on, get it up, get it up. I just wanted to cry. I was just like, and it just dropped. I went, no, it's all right. And he was like, do it again. So I went to do it again, and it just, time went out. I was done. I was knackered. The Conan wheels took me off, and I dropped down to fourth. Now I went back to the gym, while talking it to someone about it, and I said, I'm so annoyed I didn't get that last stone, blah, blah, blah. And they went, do you really think it was the tacky, or are you just telling yourself that? And I went, well, it's the tacky, like, melted off. I didn't have the right temperature tacky. I said, and then, I've just done 4 events in the grueling heat. Like, I'm knackered. It's my third comp, so I'm not, like, comp ready. Like, I'm comp ready, but I weren't experienced, let's say. So they went, well, do you think it's because, you've got a bit of a pouch? I went, okay, yeah.
Interesting thing to say.
Maybe. I was like, thank you. Yeah, maybe. So I went, all right, yeah. So luckily I finished my session. So I went, see you later. Started toddling in and out, but I could feel myself like bubbling up. And I started walking down the stairs, got in the car, just started crying because I just felt upset because I was low about it. I just missed podium.
Yeah.
I was like, by 1 point, but everyone was amazing that day. But I drove home, spoke to Sam. Sam got angry not at me, but about what was said. And I said, maybe it's because I need to lose weight, and then I thought to myself, is this sport for me? Blah, blah, blah. And then I thought, I got dead low again. But I think it's like I was saying before, is that I was always committed about my weight when I was a kid. And I weren't a big kid. I was very broad, and I had a pony, so I had muscles, like, because it was a naughty pony, so I had to have a lot of strength. Otherwise he'd fuck off with me. So and then I went to high school, and everyone was awful with me for about 4 years about my weight, and when I look back, I was just a very toned kid, which is unusual. Everyone wanted to look like Kim Kardashian or someone. I didn't, and I always got picked on by it. So when someone comments about my weight, because I use it as a defense mechanism, I use sense of humor, because I'll never be slim. I know that because I'm built broad and curvy, and I won't look right slim anyway. But when someone comments about it, when I know it's not cause of that, that's when it hurts. Because like, I was talking to Sam about it, and he said, well, look at Eddie Hall. He said, look, like, he was the best Atlas stone lifter. He one motioned it, and he had like he was just solid. It was just pure muscle, but it was round, and there's nothing wrong with that. So like, everyone's in different shapes and sizes, but can still be strong and can still do the event. So I got my redemption, really. I got my redemption. So I told Katie about it all, and she went, what? Like, come on, let's do stones. So I did stones. I ended up picking up the 80, like, for fun, and then picked up a 90. And then I did it at Spartans, and I did from 50 up to 90 and completed the run. So
Class.
that was my little redemption. Not that I feel like they were saying it horribly. That's one thing I like, because they're not a horrible person. But I just feel like it was something what could have possibly been worded a little bit better.
Yeah, I
But
think the thing is, it's like a flippant remark, isn't it, though? Like a flippant remark for somebody. But I think as well, like a lot of the time, I've always been told it off, like me mum, don't mention something about someone's appearance if they can't immediately change it. Like,
oh yeah,
but that's just common sense. Like, if they've got a fucking bogey up their nose, then yeah, of course, tell them. Like, that's the nice thing to do, isn't it? But
well yeah.
if that's what you're thinking about and you're thinking, oh, maybe it's because you haven't got enough space on your knees to get it on, like, word it differently, or just don't say it. Don't say it, because realistically, there was a lot of other things going on at that comp, like you said, that were definitely the reasons why that 80 didn't go. Like, it wasn't, you already knew you could do it. It wasn't because of that. So it's just, it's a silly thing, isn't it? Where people just say things off the cuff and you think, you don't know how much that's going to affect somebody, like it has with you. So I know they won't have meant it maliciously, but like, just have a little think about what you say before you say it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, they weren't there at that comp. They saw the video, and in all fairness, from one of the sides of the video, because they live streamed it, I picked it up, and there was space there. I didn't bring it in, but I weren't. When I first started with it, when I first started doing the strongman stuff, I weren't going through like the technical list. I'm a one motion kind of girl with stones, but when it got to 1780, I was like, right, I'll do a lap. So it was more of not knowing how to lap as well correctly, because I was on my tiptoes and that. But we've broke it down now, and I would like to say I'm a bit more of a technical lifter. I go through lifts a lot like broken down, but that has benefited me. But at the end of the day, if you want to advise someone, advise them either nicely or just advise them when they do ask, because that was something I didn't really ask for their advice. I was just saying, because they asked me, well, why do you think you didn't pick it up? And I told them my response, and they went, are you sure? I was like, yes.
Yeah, it's like they were trying to like egg something out of you when it wasn't. That's not the case. No, like I don't need weight loss advice from you, pal. Give me some technical lifting advice, please.
Yeah, exactly. Like, at the end of the day, like I've said, I've admit I won't be an under category one athlete. I don't like. I need to lose I'm not going to say my weight, but I need lose quite a lot to get to the first under category for ladies. But I am an opens, and I'm happy to do opens because of the weights what we get to do. And I like I said, I like a challenge. But I'd say I am, let's say, on the larger side for a lady. I'm very fit. I can shift if I need to. I'm very good at static lifting, deadlift, overhead. I'm good at farmers, so I'm static lifting. I'd like to say I'm good at farmers. It's one I'm actually normally in the top 2 in. But with moving with sandbags and that, I do all right with them, but I just can't be arsed with them. But I just think if you look at someone, you should think, wow, they're doing really well. Like they're lifting really well. Not, well, if you lose a little bit of weight, I'm like, I'm getting ready for winter. I want to be warm.
More weight on.
I like a chocolate bar now and again. I like a naughty treat. It's hard when you've got a little lad. Like when he's having, to be fair, I had been on a health kick. Like I had been meal prepping, and I do get him a happy meal, and it's hard because you can smell it, and they're like, I do nick a chip. I do nick a chip from him because it's parent tax. It's the rule, but it's one of those. I'm just happy with who I am, and that's again to the self progression of I'm happy who I am. If you don't like it, you can either shut your eyes or don't look at me. You know,
Jog on, yeah.
yeah.
Jog on.
I'm
See you
like,
later, mate.
yeah. I'm all for body confidence. Like, I used to not like take my top off at the gym, and I used to just sweat. Like it was not nice, but I used to just like be sweating, and everyone's going, just take your top. No, I'm not taking my top off.
Yeah.
But now all you can see is me walking around with my sports bra on. I do have leggings on, but I'm walking around with a sports bra because I can only deadlift in my sports bra now. So you know, I had it once where I wore a sports bra I never did before, and I nearly flashed. I nearly had a little accident.
That's the worst part about being a girl in strongman, isn't it? The sports bra scenarios are just shit, aren't they?
Yeah. If anyone knows a really good sports bra company which like covers up that, like I've got a go for yoke, but I wear it for overhead. I can't wear it for deadlifting, but like comes up a bit here. Let me know. Hit me up.
Yeah, I know. I always knew Farah Finesca, who used to be in Strongwoman. She was an under 64 kilo athlete a couple of years ago now, a while ago now. And she was brilliant. But she used to, I don't know whether it was her company or someone else's, and they were called chesties. And it was like basically like a higher sports bra that had padding on your collarbones for like overhead stuff.
Nice.
And they were really good. I don't know if they're still about now, but they were really good because I always have this problem with sports bras. Like I'm doing a lot of running at the moment, and I'm a fucking double D. Like that's not made for running. Like it's a fucking nightmare.
You feel like you're gonna get a black eye, don't you? You're like, calm down.
The bras I have to wear are so tight they actually stop my chest expansion. So it's harder to breathe, and I'm like, all I need to do is breathe. Like I'm trying to run. It's a fucking nightmare.
It's one of those, isn't it? You like, especially when you're like bigger chested, like you know, it's one of those. Like a lot of people want them, you don't want them. Don't get a boob. Like don't, trust me. Your back kills, and you feel like you're gonna get a black eye. But it's either you can't breathe because you get a smaller size to keep them compact. Or you get the right size, and when you're running, especially when I've seen it when I'm running for my sandbag or something, and all I can see is them going like that.
Boobs just all over the place. Yeah, I'm the same. Because I have like running sports bras that are just so tight they make me want to die. But I don't use them for strongman. I just use normal sports bras, and sometimes I can't even watch the videos of when I'm like running back. I'm just like, don't look at that. That's just making me feel sad about myself.
I'm like, I say to myself, who was it? When I sent off my sizes for Spartans, Jace, I said to Jason, he said, well, what t-shirt size? Oh, 2XL, because I like it, especially baggy there. Like, it's not a pretty sight. And you went, oh, is it to make room for all your muscles? And like, no, it's so that my boobs have room to move.
Yeah, 100%. I get now, if I get a medium t-shirt, my boobs are just fucking like, it looks like too tight of a t-shirt. So I'm in the large t-shirts for life. Let's go.
Oh, it's weird, isn't it? Because you can be like, because you're broad up there here, but then it's baggy, which is great because you're baggy down there. But it's just not a good look. But even women fit stuff. They don't fit me well. I have to always go for a men's gym top.
Yeah. The problems of being a girl, fucking hell.
I know. Who'd want to be one, eh?
Who'd want to be one? Right. Well, let's move on then. Do the final question. So, what would you say to yourself then when you first started the sport?
Believe in yourself.
Nice.
Believe in yourself. Like, just turn up, do what you can. Don't worry what people are thinking because no one's looking at you. If they are, they're thinking you're doing well. Just crack. Just believe in yourself. And I think that's a big thing. What has finally hit me, I'd say, in the last 3 months.
Yeah.
And it's took me a while to start believing in myself and start going, look at me there, I'm so strong. Like, look, I've done this. Like, I've not maxed out yet. Like, so I don't know where I'm at, but I'm starting to believe that my 200 kg what I want is not out of reach, and my overhead's getting there. I'm believe in yourself and be proud of yourself.
Yeah, I love that.
Enjoy the journey. Everyone's
Absolutely.
nice.
Words to live by. No, I love that. I think it's super important. And I do think, like, I know so many women now in this sport who have really similar feelings of like when they first started, you're so unsure of yourself. Like, you're so like, oh God, am I good enough for this? Can I do this? Can I do that? And like, it's usually only about a year in the sport, and all of a sudden people are just like, fucking, I'll do whatever I fucking want. Like, this is who I am. Like it or fuck off. Like, no one
Oh,
cares.
yeah. Oh, 100%. Like the times I used to walk around when I first started off, and I was looking around going, oh, they can do this and they can do that. Fuck what they can do. What can you do? Like think
Yeah.
about what you can do. Like I'm now like looking, going, like the other day I did 140 kg deadlift for 3 reps, and I knew I had more in me. I could go heavier, but I do stay to my program. Like I'm not that naughty. Like I do
Yeah.
stay to my program. I do not want to be shouted at by Katie. But like I'm doing my axle. Like I had that, I was stuck at 57.5 for ages, and I wanted 60 so bad, and I hit it the other week, and I, like, on the video, I'm like, I got it. Like it just went. And then next
Yeah.
minute I had to do 62.5, and I was like, like, well, bit of smelling salts, like get rattled for it, and it just went, and I was like,
Oh
what?
my God.
But I was like, I'm strong. Like, yay. But that's all because I've started to believe in myself. And Katie, to be honest with you, she's a hype woman, and like she's constantly saying, you're doing well. Like
Yeah.
I'm a coach. I have to tell you what you need to improve on, otherwise I'm not a good coach. But this is where you're doing well on, but this is where we can improve. And because I do listen to her, and I soak it up like a sponge with her. I want to just put my 100%, because I've got big goals. I'd love to get to like ultimates, and
Hmm.
like I'd love to get to the point of where I could go to Giants Live, because who doesn't, like? But
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
have to start believing in myself.
Yeah, 100%. That's the only way you're gonna get there. Because if you don't, it's a fucking hard old road to keep going down, innit?
Yeah. Otherwise, you can end up like falling out of love with the sport,
Yeah.
and I don't want that. I don't want
No,
that.
it's too good of a sport, isn't it? This is why I've
Yeah.
taken that step back this year, because like I just thought, like, I love this sport. I love everything about it. And if I'm not enjoying competing and it's not going well for me, then just take a step back from that side of it. Like, you don't have to be doing everything all of the time in the sport to
Mm.
stay in it. Like, you can just stay in it in the corners, just watching and enjoying it and like being a supporter.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like we've been on like an off season for quite a long time, because like I said, all I did was compete last year and did 2 at the start of this year. And I was in off season, and I'm there like not twiddling my thumbs, but it felt like I was twiddling my thumbs for a bit, because I was like, right, I'm normally used to got a goal to go for.
Yeah.
And then I'm at a comp, and it was a comp I wanted to do, but I thought, no, I'll do off season, and it was a mint comp, and I had proper FOMO, like.
Yeah.
And Sam, like, he did fantastic. He got second, and we was like, I was messaging Katie going, there's this comp in a couple of weeks, do you think I could do it? And then another time, and I think I got to a point where she was like, right, are you going to stay in off season? And like, we want to do off season because you want big goals for next year. And I went, yeah, I'll do off season. I'll stay in off season.
Yeah.
But now it's 8 weeks till comp, and now I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so nervous because I feel like, shit, I've got a
It's
comp
such a
now.
long time. I know. This is what I feel like I'm going to be like when it gets to Natty's next year. I'm going to be like, oh shit, how do I do this again? Oh no, I've been out for too long.
Well, I've got to now talk to strangers and people and be like,
Yeah,
"Hi,
work out what I'm doing
I'm
again.
competing." Yeah, I'm like, "Oh no, yeah, I know I'll be all right." I just because the last 2 comps I went in just to have fun and see where I was at. Where this one, like, I did take them serious, but I'm gonna be like taking this really seriously, like this one, because I want to finish the year on a high, and I want to see if I want it when my hard work, what I've done, has paid off, which I know it will. It will. But as much as I'd love to podium, as if I come away with a couple of PBs and I walk away, and I literally walk away, and the sandbag hasn't killed me, or I have not tripped over and fell, I'm really happy.
Yeah, great goals.
You know,
I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I've not won a comp yet, but you don't need to win a comp. Just I want to like go in, enjoy myself, hit some PBs. If I get say I don't know how many people are competing, but say if I got into top five or six, I'll be buzzing because I've if I can beat my seventh position, because I've got seventh last two times. Big, like a lot of people there, like say 12, 13 in each last two comps, and I got seventh. If I can get six, at least I've, I beat my
100%.
seventh.
Yeah, 100%. No, I love that. I think that's great. A great mindset to have going into comps as well. I think that's super important, and I think it's great. I love listening to you because that's just so exciting. Because I remember being at that point as well, where I was starting to take it a bit more seriously, and I was like, "Fuck, I could do well at this." And it's just such an exciting time in the sport. Like once you've got through that novice-y, like, "Oh, I'm just having fun," and then suddenly you're like, "Nah, fuck, I'm feeling competitive now." Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go and try and smash this.
Yeah, I just want it where, like, I want to just I carry on enjoying it, obviously, but I feel like I can do really well in this sport. And
Yeah.
I've got a good team around me. Like my family is so supportive. Like they'll have Rowan if I need to compete. Like Sam drives me to my comps. I've got Caitlin who's like my little fangirl. I've got Katie on my phone. If I need her. And the gym I'm at, I work out of Halifax now. They're great. And it's just a nice team, and I've still got, I used to train out of Bionic. They were great as well. They were like hype. I've only just gone to Halifax because it's closer to work, but it's fantastic. It's a great gym. But I just it's exciting to see where I can get and see where I'd be this time next year, because I didn't think I'd be at this level this time last year.
Yeah.
Like last year, I was just like, oh, it's just a bit of fun, and now I'm like, oh, let's go UKS,
Yeah.
let's go to Liverpool.
Hell yeah. Nah,
it's
I love
fun.
that. Class.
Oh, I love it.
Class. Right. Well, let's move on then. We'll do the final part of the podcast.
Silly goose. It's silly goose time, where our lips get loose and our minds run free. Silly goose. It's silly goose time, where we chat a load of shit that's of absolutely no use. It's silly goose time.
Let's get into it. So, silly goose question. First of all, do you have a silly goose you would like to bring to the table?
Oh, you know what? I've been thinking and thinking. I even Google stuff, and I couldn't think of anything. But I love your questions, so whatever you've got for me, throw it at me.
I always have one ready, but today I was with Jenny Todd this morning, so I said to her, I was like, get me a silly goose for Sophie. So this is actually from Jenny Todd herself. So her silly goose for you was, if you had to wear a costume for the rest of your life, these are the two options you're going to be given. What would you rather? One of the inflatable T-Rex suits, or an ostrich one? Do you know where it's got like you as a little person with your little dangly legs riding an ostrich, and you've got to like have the ostrich in front of you?
Oh God!
So they're your two options. You have to wear it for the rest of your life.
100% the T-Rex. 100%.
Why?
100. My son is dinosaur obsessed. I know it's the rest of my life, and he might have grown out of it, but how great would it be, like just walking around and like he's going, "My mum is a T-Rex." Like,
Yeah,
better not mess with her. She's strong and she's a T-Rex, and
she's a T-Rex now.
and I'm walking around, and like if someone picked on him, which I doubt it because he's a unit at 3.5, but if someone picked him, I'll just stomp around and just go,
what are you doing?
Right, what are you doing to my son? And like, T-Rexes are cool anyway. I wouldn't want to be an ostrich because that'll be a lot of feathers, but a T-Rex, yeah, I'd wear a T-Rex costume. That'd be great. And I could hire myself out for toddler parties because everyone's dinosaur obsessed. So I could make some money out of it.
You've got a market value there as a T-Rex. I totally agree. Ostrich, I can't see many people hiring that for a kid's party.
No, but a T-Rex, a strong woman T-Rex.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's somebody.
I think we should bring more costumes back into Strongman. I remember years ago I did a log and deadlift, and it was at Darlington at 3D Strength, and Mark Lawson ran it, who does some of the ultimates qualifier comps sometimes, and he did it on, I think it was on Halloween. It was Halloween day.
Oh.
So I'd said as a joke, like, oh, can we do fancy dress? And like, best fancy dress wins a prize. And he was like, yeah, do it. So I actually made a spider costume, right, from scratch, like a full spider costume to wear. Got there. No one else was dressed up. No one else had gone fancy dress, just me.
Oh.
So, and Mark had
That's
even
my
got
worst
a prize.
nightmare.
He'd even got a prize. He'd got a box of sweets for whoever'd won the fancy dress, and it was just me. And yeah,
Please tell me that you won.
I can't even remember. I don't think I did win, but I remember I think I did my first log with the costume on because I had these big like legs out the back of me. And then I did the first log, but then I took it off for my big attempts because I was scared. And then I wore it for the deadlifts, but the videos are so fucking funny of it. I had an absolute scream of a time. So I think we should bring more costumes back into Strongman. Let's do some themed comps.
Oh yeah, 100%. That'd be great. Like I see a few people do it all the time, but like just wearing like dress ups and that, doing it. But I just feel like it should be like, especially around Halloween or like a charity event. That a charity event would be made if like best dressed and like, and they work it round where they say, right, it has to be suitable for like, say, your deadlift and that, and, it has to be somewhat safe, but it'd be good if you could have just a dress up, because you can do a deadlift in a T-Rex costume.
Absolutely. I feel like there's a lot of fancy dress that you can do a comp in. Like, I feel like this is a thing. We need to start this. Let's do some fancy dress comps. If any promoters are listening and like, oh, I haven't got any good ideas, here's one for you. Fancy dress.
Fancy dress.
Different themes. It would be very exciting. I'd love to see people dressed up doing strongman events. It would just make it so much funnier.
You know what would be cool if they did like a superhero theme. And like everyone was dressed up like superheroes, because then because you got super strength and that. Like
that would
again,
be
my son would love that.
Yeah,
that would be a good fight.
This is a thing. There's an idea here for sure for fancy dress for comps, definitely.
Oh, 100%. That would be. I love a fancy dress.
I do. I'll reinstate that spider costume at some point. I haven't worn it for a very long time, but it took me fucking ages, and I made it all, so it feels like a waste to not use it again.
That just like, you know what, when you said that you made it, it just took me back to when I was a kid and my mum used to make my Halloween costumes, and when you were saying that, I thought my mum could make me a costume. I thought if there was ever a comp.
Hell yeah, let's get on it. I think if someone wants to do another Halloween fancy dress costume comp, I'm in straight away.
Oh, same.
I won't even I'll sign up immediately. It'll be sound.
Yeah, that'd be great. Good. I'd be in as well.
Well, it's out there now, so hopefully someone listening will be like, I've got this.
What a great idea.
Yeah, and if not, next year at Northern, I will do it myself. I'll make a fancy dress Halloween competition at Northern next year for it. It's too soon now. I can't be bothered now. It's too much effort, but
it's too soon, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got the time.
Next year.
Planning, but next year it's on. We're doing it.
100%. I'll as soon as it's out, I'll sign up to it.
Hell yeah. First sign up sorted. We'll be sound. Class. Well, that's been a great episode. Thank you so much for doing it again. And
pleasure.
Proper appreciate it. So where can people find you? And if you've got anything you want to plug or any final words for the podcast, this is your time now.
So you can follow my little journey, because I call it a little journey, on Instagram, which is Sophie Collins _Strongwoman journey. So it's a nice short name. But yeah, you'll find me on there, and you'd find me on TikTok, Sophie Collins _Strongwoman journey. It just won't let me put my M in there because it was too long. But yeah, you know what? If you're looking at starting out strong woman, strong man, and you don't know where to start, just find yourself a strongman gym, not a pure gym. You know, everyone's very welcoming. If you're just starting competing, just enjoy it. Don't worry if you're last or first. Everyone who you compete against are all at different levels. And just believe in yourself.
Hell yeah.
Believe in
Hell
yourself.
yeah. We love that. We'll leave it there then, because that's great. Great words to end on there. So thank you very much for being on the podcast, mate.
Thank you for having me again.
No problem at all. And I hope you enjoyed listening, and we will see you all on the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Strong Woman Highs, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support the podcast, then please give us a follow on Instagram. Or if you would like, we're also on buymeacoffee.com/strongwomanhighs. This is where you can send us tips, or you can also join our membership area, which is $5 a month or £4 a month. It's the silly gosling level. We'll post out any extra content that we get on there, and hopefully a few little free giveaways of things as well. The podcast currently doesn't cost a lot to run, which is what we're trying to keep it as, but we would like to be able to cover our costs, and also once those costs are covered, any profit that is made on Strong Woman Highs will be getting saved up and put into a pot for future Strong Woman competitions that we can sponsor. So if you have a Strong Woman competition that you'd like to be sponsored, or if you want to be on the podcast, then give us a shout, send me a message on Instagram or on YouTube, anywhere else you can get us, and we'll get it sorted, because the more women that we can get on, the better. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye!